Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson. But the spirit jumped on me to go into this whole so-called marriage concept. All right, so this is a deep one right here. And it's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 lessons I'm gonna have to go into the scriptures. I'm not gonna even be able to get into the scriptures on this lesson because I got to get into all this other information. But I will get to it. But this is what the average Babylonian American woman, especially women, our women have been seduced by this place in every which way possible. And it was no scripture in the Bible that said get down on one knee and propose, right, to a woman that's been already ran through. Crazy. You people don't. I mean, but look, this is what's in 95% of the people's minds, especially the women. And the men all simped out. They very feminine men. But this is what Esau put in your mind, considering a so-called marriage. This custom. This wasn't our custom. We didn't do it in this fashion, right? All right. So let's get all into this lesson. So you Jake's copycats. And you've been culturally assimilated to this culture, and it has poisoned your mind, your way you think, that's why you gotta be reborn. We ain't just saying these things, Jake. You got to start putting the shit to use. Copycat. What does that mean? It says right here at the top, it says one who imitates or adopts the behavior or practices of another. That's your cultural assimilation, right? And a lot of you women that's outside this truth, you press men to go down this demonic tradition. And if a man don't comply with this, you'll leave him. I just saw this happen so many times. And even when the man, you get so-called married, the shit don't work anyway. 80% of divorces end by women. So you got to stand in your ground, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. Let's go back here. And the marriage was done in a totally different way than you know it, that you've been taught. Yeah, and I mean, this is madness right here. But this is, I was looking at a video of these Jakes. Matter of fact, let me go back. And, look at this. Look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. This illustration, but everybody under the influence of these Edomites. So I'm going to give you the origin. I'm going to go back into the history so you can know what time it is. So I put in right here. As a matter of fact, before I get into this, I'm going to get into this scripture. A lot of you people say you believe in the Bible, but you don't follow nothing in it. And you want to stubbornly do things when you get ready to. A lot of you know this not scripturally with this system dealing with the marriage, but a lot of you women got so many demons on you. You know what I'm saying? You want to change when you get ready. You got to have a quick understanding. We ain't got time. We ain't got no 10 years. We ain't got no 15 years, right? You need to have a quick understanding, get with the program, and keep it moving, because a lot of our women, they do shit when they feel like it, right? They do it when they feel like it. Right here. It says at the top, it says, be not conformed to this world. It says, is a phrase from the Bible, specifically Romans 12:2. Listen up to this, man. Which means not to blindly follow the values, customs, and trends of the society around you. You have adopted the so-called white man holidays, the marriage concept, how to raise a family, what to wear, what to eat, how you talk. I mean, it goes down to every little thing. You've been indoctrinated. And a lot of you sisters that's been woken up to the truth, you coming out of all this, it takes time, but we ain't got all time. We ain't got all the time in the world. You need to have a quick understanding. We showing you where this stuff come from, and you got to move forward. Did you know a woman was supposed to be a virgin, dealing with our culture, not have dealt with any other man? So we can't pick and choose, when you want to understand something or not. Because a lot of you people say you're in the truth, but the world still got a big influence on you. So you're not in the truth. You just know of the truth. It says to live according to God's will by transforming your mind to align with his standards, right? So you've been given the philosophies of the so-called white man, even when you don't think so. A lot of you think you just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Right here, 17 American wedding traditions. Why do we do them? So we go to show you the origin. We don't just do talking. We show you where this stuff comes from. Number one, I'm gonna try to get through this as quick as possible. It says the bride and groom don't see each other before the ceremony. You got that stupid shit. Right here. It has a ring to it. It says when you hear that someone is engaged, one of the first things people will want to see is the engagement ring. Where did this come from? It's not our custom. When the Bible is the patriarchs give somebody a wedding ring, get on one knee, and go through all this stupid shit, man. Right here. But a lot of this stuff, go back into the Edomites. It says the white dress, the white wedding dress. A lot of these women do this and don't even know where the origin come from. They don't know why they doing it. They just been doing it because everybody in society doing it. White wedding dress. It says the white bridal dresses are one of the top practices in America today. All right, I'm just gonna try to get through these. Right here, carrying the bridal bouquet, Salakia. It says flowers and the bouquets, a banquet. Bouquet, banquet. It says are a large part of the decoration and visuals, just like the dress. Check this out. I'm gonna keep reading on this. It wasn't always this way. Back in ancient Rome and Greece, that's the culture that you copy. It had been in vogue to carry aromatic banquets. I can't never get that word of onions, right? Garlic, dill, and other herbs to repel evil spirits. So all this stuff go back to ancient Rome and Greece. The veil, right? And actually, like this website had pictures on it, but whatever. I guess it blocked it out. Number 8, the first kiss. It says a wedding ceremony would seem strange to most people if it didn't end with the bride and groom kissing. So all these customs you've been learned, you have picked up, man. Let's keep going. The phrase tying the knot. It says it is interesting how wedding customs change over time. Some things people stop doing, but the idea can still be connected to a wedding ceremony. The wedding cake. Cake topper. It says saving the top tier of the wedding cake. It says another tradition, right? You hearing this? Informal weddings is saving the top tier of the wedding cake while the wedding guest eats the rest. It says the first dance. So you've been assimilated to this world, man. One of the first things done during the wedding reception is the first dance. It says tossing the garter. It says a garter is a frilly piece of material the bride wears around her thigh and often is a symbol of a bride's virgin Salakia. It's so shocking that this word is here. I can't even believe it, but it's a lie. Virginity. I'm gonna read that again. A garter is a frilly piece of material the bride wears around her thigh and often is a symbol of a bride's virginity. Most women that so-called get paperwork married are not virgins. 85% of them. Maybe even about 95% of them. Throwing rice. It says the wedding exit is really exciting. And most of these women, they have these lavish so-called weddings to post the pictures to Instagram to stunt. And then 6 months later, they're getting a divorce. Fucking madness. And then ain't in y'all demonic vows, it said to death do y'all part, but y'all don't even believe that because again, a lot of these women been through all kind of marriages, man. Paperwork marriages. Carnage. It says the wedding exit is really exciting. It's the end of the wedding reception and the bride and groom are racing off. In the American wedding culture, you hear this? Wedding guests will throw rice as they left. Rice was thought to be fertility and good luck. See all this satanic shit, man. 17. Carrying the bride across the threshold. Now that the wedding is over, there's still more wedding day tradition. The groom would carry the bride across the threshold of where they are staying. So all this, man, is crazy, man. This is insane. But this the culture that you've been given, but a lot of you don't know this. This is all going back to ancient Greek, ancient Roman culture, which is Edomites. I saw another one I want to go into. But me and my blood brother was going over this about a year ago, and he had brought out some stuff that I wanted to get into, but I can't find it. Maybe in the next lesson or next right here. This is what I want to show you right here. It says the first kiss at the top. It says the first kiss started in ancient Rome. Ancient Rome. We're in the revised Roman Empire. That's why you see it's pretty much the same system. The same government, the way they built the government buildings, the architecture, the way the people think, the celebrations, the coliseums, it's everything, right? It says the first kiss started in ancient Rome when a married couple kissed in front of the family and friends to show their love for each other, the community, and the gods. I want you to see that. They believed that this kiss would protect them from evil spirits or bad luck during their marriage. Do you hear this? Bet you didn't know that. Let's go here. But again, our women get in all these mischief, all these things of the world, but they'll say they believe in so-called God, as they say. No, they don't. And Jake's stupid too. The men don't know better. They're out of their mind too. They do anything to please these women, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these Jakes, they actually they woman are forced their hand on this, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if some brothers inside of this paperwork, marriage stuff, it's like it is what it is. You have to use your judgment and your discernment, but you need to know where this comes from, and then you make your decision based on that. All right? Because this is not how we did it in our culture, and that's one thing you have to understand. Now, what you decide to do with this information is totally up to you. And in some scenarios, if you got a decent woman, it just really depends. It just really depends. You have to use wisdom behind it, but yeah, it's a mess, man. We got to get the hell up out of here. That's the remedy, so we won't have to go through all this madness. It says right here at the top, cultural assimilation refers to the process in which a minority group or culture assumes the behaviors, values. Let's go back into that marriage concept. Rituals. It's a damn ritual because they do certain things in this so-called marriage that are ritualistic, going back into these customs, giving you the origin. And like I say, my blood brother, he went deep into this and broke a lot of this stuff down, like the vows and all that. Vows come from a so-called white man, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But yeah, you say you give your vows and all that crazy shit. It says in beliefs of their host nation majority group. But this is insane. Enough is enough. All right, check this out right here. It says the term cultural assimilation is often used to describe immigrants who have migrated to new locations. And let me say this too. This applies to you Israelites. You so-called blacks and Hispanic and Native Americans have picked up on your slave master culture in every which way. And when you are told about this, you get offended. But we don't give a damn. However, it is also used to discuss indigenous groups. As a result, it comes in two forms: forced assimilation and full assimilation. So our people was forced to be Christians, forced to do things the way that we see today, and now they do it just out of instinct. Now, they've been so oppressed, they just actually pick on their oppressor culture, right? Hopefully, this lesson was edifying. Kah Hala Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rachat Kodash Shalom.